When I pull up in the Porsche, I got bitches screaming and they hiding. I done walked outside the door, spend dubs inside the store. I done seen a couple bitches and they wildin'. And I know be tripping, I promote the violence. No any move I made, the demon right beside me. 6'6", 2156. Man, think he a method. Man, you ain't no method, nigga.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here.
On any move I make, little demon right beside me.
Little nigga
try to play the tip to find a batter.
Hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
I got bitches on the floor. I'm going to pull up in the first. And I'm seeing a couple bitches and they wildin'.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First play, and Young is going to throw it.
Them dub inside the store. Bro, this nigga can't fucking throw, bro. This shit, bro. Bro, this nigga Tay Young be fucking blowing me, bro. Shit, my team overall like 85.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so
bro, this nigga Bryce Young free, brother.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
All nigga wanna do on parents then
run the 35, maybe the 34. Here's 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And
the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Man, this shit
gay. He had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Rodgers' throw here taken in.
Ain't no back there. Current dumb hard. Man. I need that tape.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll buy some time right. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
Shit.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10.
Hey, yo, if you're on the screen, subscribe, bro.
Zone, 1st and goal.
Get that, nigga, you better subscribe.
Now Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately. Big guy, get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st. And he is in.
How much on the bet I beat this nigga, bro?
Cordero Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
No, shit. Why I did touchdown, bro? I'm gonna go first play with this bitch.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
That's how you throw that bitch.
He's got a man complete.
That's how you throw that motherfucker.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
You ass, son.
Devin Hester,
I'm so
78
damn hard.
yards. And the Cowboys are
I'm
able to
so
strike
fucking
quickly
hard.
here as they are in for 6.
I'm so goddamn hard. Look at me.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel
What I
out the
do
points
to
that
him.
were created on the previous drive when he threw.
This rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You
Hey,
almost have
bitch,
to go
you
deeper,
better,
I think, and maybe
you know what I'm saying?
if we try and work along with them
Nigga ran the
and
ball.
speculate
Ain't
a
nobody
little bit
stupid.
here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this
Ain't
game.
nobody
And maybe they
stupid,
don't match
nigga. Not
as a team.
shame.
They
Not
need to steal it and try
shame.
and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. There's Chris Olave. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Here's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Come on, Aiden. You gonna make that bitch that nigga fumble these things. Good.
Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front
Aiden gonna make that whole ass
the
nigga
pressure
fumble
got
these
home on
games.
that last play.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric.
Aiden gonna make some shit fumble these games.
They're going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Now whistles come out here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the interception, Young. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
Man, he got
Taking
back up.
it
What kind of
across
shit was
midfield
it?
and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First and 10. Young.
He done fucked up.
Escaping
He done
the
fucked
pressure
up.
right.
He done fucked up. He done fucked up.
This is caught inside
He done
the
fucked
15.
me.
And he'll be out of bounds
Nigga, play some defense, nigga.
shy of the 5. And
Play some fucking
explosive
defense.
38-yard pickup. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Young now. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jameer Gibbs
play some motherfucking
from 6
defense.
yards away. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. The Young's going to throw for this. That's caught at the 2.
I'm gonna score every time I touch the ball, twin. I ain't gonna lie.
As he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Hey. Where you at, Shot?
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.
Where you at?
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play.
Where you
Here
at?
they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given them that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On play action, now Rodgers.
Ain't it?
Throw on the run, but that's going to
Bitch, you hear me talking to you.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw.
No, I'm talking to
Very
you.
little chance that that one was going to be completed.
Every
receiver was locked up.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
The name my dog.
Out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
What?
Second catch for him today.
Oh, they're gonna be Brooklyn.
A first down.
Oh, God.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
What you want?
Take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play?
That shit hard, ain't it?
Whether they take a good first step or not. Many times
that shit hard, ain't it? You know it is.
He's taken down.
Brooklyn Nicole.
Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards.
I'm ready to be a granddad.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look
to y'all ready to be a granddad.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be
They're going to be like, damn, granddad, what you did? Man, I had, I'll be lying like hell. Man, I had them old back in my day.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I was like, hey, bitch, shut up.
Rodgers.
I'm be like, no, don't never let a nigga tell you how to talk to your hoe. That's your hoe. You talk to your hoe however you want to talk to her.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Gonna depend on the
hey,
spot,
you don't supposed to respect these hoes, need to respect they damn self.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Why you say that?
Drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Ain't nasty. I want that too.
It's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because
I'm about drunk though. Don't listen to what I say. I'm about
and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The chain gang hustling to catch up.
No, you're not. But you couldn't type for shit.
Young to throw it.
On God, you can.
Flush to his right.
On my soul, you can.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy
It did,
touchdown.
but you couldn't type for shit.
Bryce Young.
Yeah, because I got common sense, but if that was me typing like that, you wouldn't know nothing I was saying.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll look to throw.
Then you were just saying shit.
Able to get
I'm so hard. Damn, if I could run, I was going to do it.
So a sack on the 2-point try. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big and you onside kick it with a lead. And they got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
No, I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bold.
I'm good on that.
And it's not only just to try
I'm playing, but I'm not on with nobody.
That's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of
nobody.
do what we want. That's a really good job.
My mic download. My mic download. I ain't even in part. I'm streaming though, but my mic download. That's why I be having it like that, like on my nose like that.
Out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Looking to throw.
That's weird.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there.
That's my dog right there. Y'all don't understand it.
Open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down throw for
Young.
Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Young taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to
Matter why they left you out last weekend.
They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken.
I'm saying though, why you don't be going?
And they fail on the try for 2. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal
y'all
here.
should
They're
let
going to
her
try
get
an
drunk with
onside
y'all.
kick.
Well, she probably wanted to get drunk too. She probably wanted to get. You wanted to get drunk too, didn't you, Dad?
Kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it does.
I got a problem.
They thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it will come back and hurt them later.
Now a second and
Man,
10.
you believe in God.
Throwing now
like real bad.
And he'll complete this
I
one
was
to
finna
Patterson.
say, he did think he'll down preach. I be finna
4
shoot
yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here.
Man, he don't know shit. He got all his knowledge off TikTok, bro. On my mama, he did.
Pressure right. Another completion right back to Patterson.
Nigga be making me want to shoot his ass, bro. Shut up, bro. God don't like you,
He
nigga.
got about 5. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flushed. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Man, we was in the funeral.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a
we in the funeral, bro. My granddad's funeral. He in that bitch cussing like a motherfucker. Man, how the fuck you supposed to be a Christian? You in that church cussing?
By the Cowboys.
Man, he was cussing like a motherfucker.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Returnable here for Hester. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Young wasting no time, right to the air. He's got it complete to Gibbs. There he goes, right side. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Young off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Devin Hester, 30 yards. And the Falcons need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Swift going to try up the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Gore again here on first down. There he goes left side. And he's out of bounds. It's to the 10. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Griffin.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos have cut the lead back down to 2.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Young to throw it.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 3rd down, Young from the gun. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's Young. Flushed out right.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Young. He's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
To throw is RG3. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin.
That is caught.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make the 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
All tied up, 8 apiece with 2 minutes on the clock.
On 1st down, it's Gore. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, Griffin.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Gore. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Griffin. Escaping the pressure right.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder.
Sly able to put this one through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
Mims in motion right.
Final play of the half, Young.
Here's a ball deep from Musgrave. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Gore. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Flying in for that sack, Jayden Hutchinson. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they just get the play off. Now Young. Buying time to his left. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
23 yards, the final tally. On play action, Young. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Gibbs will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Young will set to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Griffin.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Young.
That went into the hands of Tony downfield.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's Young off play action. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Flushed out right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see a...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defend. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Michael Vick.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points?
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Young. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Young. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
That throw by Young incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Michael Mayer,
29 yards.
And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And Hester content to hold on to this one and bring it out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel? Or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. It certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Young.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down.
To the air once more, Young. They'll roll him out right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Rolling to his left.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Vick operating on first down. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Vick with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, Young.
Here's a ball deep from Musgrave.
Into a dump.